no more. Morgan's gonna hate that.
It's Marjolaine. It has to be.
Why now?
Maybe someone saw me. Maybe she's finally found me and wants to finish what she started.
Do you like juice? No. I always prefer water to juice. What do you wish to do?
She needs to answer for what she's done to me. If we are ever in Denerim, I would like to seek her out.
Okay, as soon as possible.
Perhaps it's time to settle this score for good.
Level up. I approve. Overpower. Yeah, that's an actual attack move I can do. So let's do that. That way I should have something I can do in combat. An attack. Yay! We should have killed him. Might have loot on him. Damn, actually, now I think about it.
Very well.
He could have had really good loot. But now I'll never know. I have a special talent now? What was it? Small juice trap. Wolf pelt. Yeah, it's everything. Oh, you mean I have a specialization unlocked? Yeah, I know that.
Ah, Denerim. If we have time, I would like to look for Marjolaine. We have a score to settle.
Mm-hmm.
Wynne, is this yours?
Oh, my bag of components. Thank you, dear. I was wondering where it got to.
You left it by the fire at camp.
Oh, yes, I remember now. How age creeps up on you and brings with it forgetfulness.
You're a great mage, Wynne, and you're sharper and wiser than many people I know. Some young ones, too.
Oh, but you should have seen me 15, 20 years ago. The fires have dimmed somewhat since then. But thank you, Liliana, for picking up after this old lady.
Aww. That's cute.
Good day.
Hello. Good day. We'll go in there later.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned it against his children.
They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or beyond.
I was getting to that part. The one who repents, who has faith unshaken by the darkness of the world, and roasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creations.
Boasts. It's boasts, sister, not roasts.
She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next.
Peace, sister, peace. She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her beacon and her shield, her foundation and her...
There's no veal in the chant. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Can I interrupt this, whatever this is?
Oh, it's not an interruption, dear. We were just finishing up before mealtime. What can I do for you?
What are you doing?
Praying for the good people of Denerim who've lost loved ones at Ostagar. It's usual to recite a stanza from Transfigurations when you pray for the departed.
It's usual to recite the stanza correctly.
That's what I said.
I don't remember the chant having any passages about bacon.
Andraste, deliver us. If Her Grace were to hear this.
I wouldn't mess up the words if you wouldn't keep interrupting me. Grand Cleric Elomena understands the importance of concentration, you know.
Her Grace, may the Maker bless her heart, lost her hearing 20 years ago. If she doesn't catch your blasphemous mistakes, it's because she didn't hear them.
Can you tell me about the chant?
Tell you about the chant? What? As if it's a cake you might buy? Well, it's done enough, but a little too much nutmeg for my taste.
Sister, instructing the ignorant is a sacred duty of the Chantry.
Fine, then. What do you want to know?
What was the verse you were reciting just now?
It's the 10th stanza from the Transfigurations. Lovely canticle, that one. Oh, you should have heard Brother Caedmon sing it, though.
He sang it well, I took it.
He had a voice like a bucket full of toads. Revered Mother Boanne, bless her heart, always said, if we had more voices like his, the Maker couldn't fail to take note of us.
What happened to him?
It was tragic, really. Such a surprise.
We don't speak of that.
He died?
He was in charge of the lyrium storehouse. It wasn't good for him, you see. He took off all his clothes in the middle of the chant one summer day and ran into the street. He tripped and fell into the vat of elderberry wine for the feast and drowned. We were 6 days drying him out for his cremation. He looked like a pickled egg. So tragic.
What the fuck? Jeez. What does the chant say about the Darkspawn?
Oh, there are some very stirring canticles about doom and wrath.
Darkspawn were created by mankind's second sin, pride. Arrogance became a great caged beast in the lands of Tevinter, an emptiness that consumed all and could never be filled. To satisfy its hunger, the mage lords assaulted the Golden City, heart of all creation, to take the Maker's power for themselves.
Why does no one ever sing the good stanzas during Chantry services anymore? They speak them. It's called the Chant of Light, not the Speech of Light.
Sister, would you kindly stop messing up the chant?
See how you like being interrupted.
Well, you get the general idea, I'm sure.
Never mind.
It is almost mealtime, isn't it?
Blessings of the Maker and of Andraste, his bride, upon you.
Well, okay then. Back alley justice. That said juice for a second. Limit the criminals preying on innocent folks in Denerim's back alleys. In this dark time, we must work together against the common threat. Sergeant Kylan has brought disturbing news that should anger all righteous people. In our own alleyways, footpads, muggers, and miscreants lie in wait to profit from the chaos of our times. They infect us like a plague. A reward is available for any information on these lowlives. Sergeant Kylan has also offered a heavy purse for any brave souls that can best these brigands and make Denerim a safe place once again. These humble chanters has added the reward as well. May the Maker bless all who heed this call. Boom, boop, boop, boop. That doesn't help. When you juice a fruit, you make it almost as bad as just like soda because you're breaking down all the cell walls, which is what your body has to break down to get to the sugar. So don't drink juice thinking it's healthy. Juice is fine if you like it as a treat, but you want to eat fruit raw if you're concerned about health. You don't want to juice it first because then you just make it you're almost making it like syrup in that way. Missing in action. Recently, our hearts were lifted when many survivors of the Battle of Asgard returned to us. Maker bless the men and women, have mercy on the field defending. Talon's real groundbreaking was distinction upon turn his wife was prone to quiet reflection and drinking the local taverns. One afternoon, he left his home and never returned. Chantry has moved the family's grief and offering a pouch of coin to anyone who confines his hero. Chant says, saving one man, you save us all. Frazzle's request. Master Frazzle, the esteemed guild of free sailors, informed me that Chantry, while his guild business was waylaid by bandits via guile and other chicanery, he lost many valuables, but in particular an antique sextant was removed forcibly from his person. This sextant is of considerable symbolic value as it belonged to the first guildmaster of the Free Sailors. Master Frazzle described his assailant as masked, of foreign descent, and usually coordinated and crafty. He has placed a hefty sum of coin with this Chantry for the return of his sextant. That's all. Logan's push. Brother sister, word has arrived of an imminent conflict. Logan's honored forces continue to root out threats to the nation. Their actions deserve support from the common people. While it's usual for post-troops movements to the public board, I believe it's necessary for brethren near the affected area to respect the honored Terran by aiding his troops, provide whatever comfort you feel they deserve, and Felden will be the stronger for it. Choose brave soldiers as you would treat Logan himself, and the spiritual rewards will be generous. Desperate Haven. Sister Rana has heard reports of an imminent tragedy. Runner has brought me dire news of a group of refugees fleeing the Darkspawn. They've been cornered on unfamiliar ground, fighting for the lives. Templars are necessarily occupied, and my own means are few and stretched. Someone of skill and ability to deliver these people, I can only be honest gratitude to myself and Chantry. Hopefully that'll be enough for the rare person we need. And Skin Deep. A runner request from Knight Commander to Thames. While the reports I've heard no doubt suffer from exaggeration, the observed creatures assaulting Redcliffe trouble me greatly. If we are to properly combat these natural agents and prevent their reoccurrence, the mage bound to my service will require carefully prepared samples of flesh for study. Therefore, should a deployment occur, we will be well briefed. If there are skilled warriors present, I would have them gather samples of any remaining creatures as close to the presumed source as possible. Chance to reward the basic systems with spiritual acknowledgement if request is exceeded. Goal will be added, but offer is limited. I don't know what that means.
The deep dark before dawn's first light seems eternal.
Okay then.
But know that the sun always
But
rises.
one world,
I gotta put my.
one
I need to put my.
one death. There
instrument
is
away.
but
Everybody
one
sing.
God, and He is our Maker. They are sinners who have given their love to false gods.
What? No mention of dessert? Surely this is a miracle.
Well, every living person who's ever died has drank water at some point, so water might be poisonous. Just kills you slowly over the course of decades.
Magic exists.
In the name of Andraste, Bride of the Maker, be welcome in this house. While the cathedral is closed, if you need to make wedding or funeral arrangements, you'll have to talk to Sister Olma.
Did someone die? I remember a funeral.
King Kalen died, remember? Along with most of the army at Ostagar? Maker guide them all.
Why is everyone losing their memory? Why is the cathedral closed?
That which you fear, living in the shadow of death alone, I have seen it is only a cloud passing before the sun.
The death toll at Ostagar was staggering. We've had a funeral every day for a lost son or daughter of Denerim, and we've many more yet to hold.
What's wrong with your friend?
Are they singing the chant now? It's a funeral, isn't it?
He should have retired to Val Royeaux years ago, but he wanted to stay and serve the remainder of his days in his homeland. It's the lyrium that does this.
Denerim? Why is he not picking it?
He wouldn't be a Templar anymore.
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter.
He doesn't forget who he is, even if he can't remember anything else.
I'll come back later.
May the light of the Maker guide your steps.
They shall be named
I'm
Maleficar,
eating
accursed
biscuit
ones.
sausage
They shall
rolls.
find no rest in this world.
They're delicious.
I was getting to that.
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright.
Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's Board?
Who are you?
I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. And pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
What does a curator do?
The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds.
There's still relics to be found after all these years?
My thought exactly, but I'm perpetually amazed at how quickly people accept fantastic claims at face value. A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone. Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts.
How difficult is it to verify a relic?
When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive.
Balancing faith and reason is difficult, though.
And often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire, but it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste.
Can you tell me, how many real relics have you found?
Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths.
Do you think the Urn of Sacred Ashes is real?
Certainly. My research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke.
Tell me about your job.
You've shown admirable patience listening to my diatribe before. I will not bore you again. Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy relics for the Chantry.
I've got to go. Farewell.
Of course, enjoy your visit to the Chantry.
What's this game about? It's about $30 on Origin.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule. Are they who have taken his gift and
Just got to hit him with the old razzle dazzle.
Very well.
Blood of warning. Mark the front. While they tend to be careful and judicious with their use of force, the Templars do indeed make mistakes. I understand that several relatives or friends among the collective will soon become targets of the Chantry, and while I trust that this will not lead to lasting harm for those innocents, I wish to ensure that those targeted are fairly warned and evacuated before the Chantry can send its message. I ask that a noble soul take this bundle of vials attached to this missive and find the 4 homes in the Chantry is likely to target in Denerim. Mark the front door of each home with the goat's blood from the vials. Those relatives will understand the message and evacuate before the Chantry can threaten them. Have you seen me? The collective is saddened at the absence of the great mage Renauld. Our friend has not been seen in quite some time, and our gatherings are the lesser for his loss. For the loss of his tales of ribald exploits and the aroma of his delicious twice-baked meat pies. Renauld was last seen traveling in the direction of Brazilian forest. Oh, how did he so love the outdoors? Anyone who returns evidence of the whereabouts of the beloved mage will be rewarded. The Scrolls of Banaster. In times such as these, one must suspect even his neighbor of the darkest dealings, lest they be cast shadow upon those who labor under the light. I, Jubasto, have heard the tale of a cabal of Maleficarum performing rituals in the dark near my sanctum. I certainly wish to see them brought to justice for their dark deeds. I hesitate, however, to accuse them of foul sorcery, without a full understanding of the trappings, ritual, and appearance the dark magic requires. The writings of the hated Maleficarum Banaster should be suitable. Should a courier be available to procure me copies of the Scrolls of Banaster, I would be appropriately grateful.
The client is very pleased. Come back soon.
Oh. Thank you.
Good to see you again.
1,000 gold. 100. I mean, one gold. Yay. I love gold.
Leave me to my business.
What the hell is your business, sir?
I have never seen such a collection of merchants and people before. 'Tis always so?
No. Tis not always so.
Your wish?
Liliana, could you please open that? We're just gonna steal that. And steal that. Austin Powers is one of my
It's
favorite
done.
movies from the 90s. It's so good.
I shall.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from
Dwarven
Orzammar.
craps.
You won't
Fine
find that.
dwarven craps. I shall take that. Alright, there's lots of quests here. Alright, let's talk to you first.
What is it? I have work to do.
I have a note from your master.
What does it say? Ah, I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
You're welcome, buddy. Lizelle, hello.
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian scented oils in all of Denerim. For a lady friend, perhaps? Roses can open any woman's heart, you know.
You've obviously not met Morrigan. What's there to see in the market?
Much of the city is still a mystery to me, but the markets is like my home. Circle and sorcelled objects can be found in the wonders of Thedas, in the alleyway north. The armorer, Wade, and his emporium are just to the south. If you need work, outside the rectory to the southeast is a chanter's board. And if your thirst is strong, head to the Nord Noble Tavern north of here. Be prepared, though. They do put on many airs.
Outside has lots of air, too. Where are you from?
I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? Your Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Varroyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year.
Why did you leave?
Orlais has many good things, but it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier and we departed shortly after.
What's a chevalier?
You know so little of Orlais here. The chevaliers are knights of the highest order. They are the most skilled in the world. Their discipline, formidable. For their service, they're allowed privileges. My Varroyo. She's quite beautiful this time.
What? Does that been... Oh. What sort of trouble did you get in?
A chevalier took an interest in me. It was his right, but it was unwelcome. Incensed, my brother hit him over the head with a pot. Such a thing is almost treason. We left that very night and came here.
Those beasts are allowed to rape women?
That and more. Some revere them for their skill and their high service. But others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded. It is a pleasure to see you again. Have my flowers enticed you? Or perhaps you tire of the smells of the city and would buy my Orlesian oils?
I want something more practical.
And smelling good is not? Ferelden is no longer full of barbarians. People judge with their noses as well as their ears and eyes. But you look more armed than most of my patrons. Perhaps you seek the armorsmith, Wade. Then to the south? He is quite the artiste, yes?
I have to go. She definitely seems like there's something more to her than meets the eye. If I don't have whatever the quest is. Hello, Caesar.
If you have coin, welcome to our shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking customers.
Irish Kevin, thank you for 23 months. No, we haven't done the Sacred Ashes quest. Really. The only thing we've done is we got Shale, we did the Mage's Tower, and then the Fade. That's all we've done so far. Now we're exploring Denerim for a bit. Anything special about Denerim?
Better trade cities to the north, but plenty good trade here. Now with war and blight, business is bad.
Anything for sale?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Lots of them. Teventer Shield. Orlesian Bow. These are really expensive recipes. Jeez. Mage Bane poison recipe. Hello there.
Another visitor, the Maestro. Enjoy browsing my wares.
Who are you?
Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir.
Why does that name sound
My
familiar?
cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Cesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs.
What affairs are those?
Business deals, meetings. Caesar makes it so I am free of the day-to-day concerns of our store.
You aren't from Ferelden, are you?
No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
What do you mean?
On the docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled whores. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable fortune in time.
With the Blight, Ferelden isn't exactly safe either.
Straightforward, predictable danger is refreshing to me. Any moment in Rialto, the streets can run red, and often do. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them coming.
Do you need any help?
No. Not yet. Perhaps one day.
Why is that so ambiguous? What stories do you have of Antiva?
It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
Farewell.
Luck be to you, Warden.
Goodbye, buddy.
I recognize you. From Ostagar. Andraste's blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Kalen. I demand satisfaction, sir.
You can't get no satisfaction. Lower your voice or I'll silence it permanently.
I have heard of the Grey Warden's prowess, and you seem more capable than you did at Ostagar. I won't throw my life away. Too many people depend on me, and I doubt guards would pose any challenge to you. But by word and deed here you condemn yourself, sir.
Get out of here, buddy. Sir Laundry. I think the guards would kill me, but you know.
Fine dwarven crafts.
That went well.
You won't find better.
Hi there.
Welcome, welcome. We sell only the strongest dwarven steel, folded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar. In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road.
Thank you, Daco the Lightbringer, for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome. Everyone give him a nice welcome. Show me what you have.
Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Well, how many smiths are in Denerim? Berserker. 11 gold. Crossbow Ironbark. Gorham sword. Well, not much else is there. Let's just say. Oh, wait, you had another option about information.
Welcome back. Is there something else
Rather
you'd
buy
like to look at?
information you've got anything to sell.
I'll answer what I can, but my policy is not to sell things that don't belong to me.
Who are some important people in Denerim?
It's the capital of Ferelden, so naturally the Queen and Regent are at the top. But the man who seems to be running the city guard is the new Arl Rendon Howe. Came in from somewhere up north.
What's happening in the city right now?
The Landsmeet's the big news. Every dusty noble estate in Denerim is airing its sheets, waiting for the Lord to ride into town.
Goodbye.
Anytime, my friend.
Actually, let me double check.
Welcome back. Is there some...
What? Let me see your shield there. No. My current one's too good. Spell resistance, chance to avoid missile attacks is too good. Health generation in combat's nice, but nope. Hello there.
Turn your attention elsewhere. My business does not concern you.
How's it's snowing in North Carolina? What? You lie, sir. You lie. Of course.
Thank you and farewell.
At least it's not snowing here. I see a mysterious door over there. That guy's got a quest over there.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
Is the market district really that bad?
The lower market isn't deemed important by the captain of the guard, even less with Al Howe in charge. So when I finally get the new men I request, I get the delightful surprise of discovering their Lord Such-and-Such's illegitimate, untrained, moronic whelps. But lords keep sending me more of them. It's decent pay, no expectations, a uniform. So I have a legion of bastards to protect the market from pickpockets, stabbings, and whatnot, and Al Howe's specially picked men are the worst of the lot.
The Jarl and I have a rich history. Tell me about his men.
With the bastards, I just have to worry about dicing, the odd bit of drool, or yelling at them too loudly and hurting their poor feelings, and then getting chewed out by their noble fathers. But I swear, the Jarl's men are more criminal than the miscreants we occasionally arrest. Some of them are the criminals we have to arrest. So if your lifeblood isn't draining in the gutters as we speak, don't bother reporting it.
Do you need any help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What's the pay?
Do a good job and I'll see you get some silver in your pockets, maybe even some gold.
I love gold. What do you mean to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Sign me up, Sergeant.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
So, kill everybody? Was that what he said? I think it's something about kill everybody. I toned out after he said death and mayhem and stuff, and I just started thinking of all the ways I could kill them all. Hi there.
Leave me to my business.
You just shut up. Yeah, it said something about fire and burning everybody. It's all I really picked up on. Wasn't paying attention to much else.
The Maker, my brother and his family made it out of Lothering. He said that the Darkspawn attacked it the very next day.
The Darkspawn took Lothering, did they?
I don't know. I expect so, since there was no one there to stop them.
Uh-oh.
Well, it won't be much longer until those monsters get here. There doesn't seem to be anyone fighting them now. Maker's blessing to you. Maker's blessing to you.
Maker's blessing to you. Lothering is gone? Don't believe the lies. Friends of the Grey Warden assemble. The hidden pearl holds the key to resistance. The griffins will rise again.
Message for you, my lord. More things to deliver. Goodbye.
Trial of Crows? So everybody's giving you a cryptic message saying that if you're interested in working with Antivian crows, that you should head to one of the back rooms of the Gnawed Noble Tavern. Well, okay. Let's go check out the tavern. There's so much stuff in this thing. Jenna TV's home. Why does that sound familiar? Hello there.
Yes. What are you doing here?
Who are you?
My name is Waylon. I'm the assistant of the scholar Brother Genetivi. This is his house.
Who's Brother Genetivi?
He's an eminent scholar and researcher who serves the great Chantry. When you first came in, I was hoping that you had news of Brother Genetivi. Wishful thinking, it seems.
News? What news are you waiting for?
I haven't seen Brother Genetivi in weeks. He sent no word. It's so unlike him. Genetivi was on the trail of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I fear he has gotten too close to the truth.
Do you think he's in trouble because of the urn?
Perhaps the urn has been lost for a reason. I pray for Genetivi's safety, but hope dwindles with each passing day. I tried to send help, but some knights came from Redcliffe looking for him not long ago. I sent them after Genetivi, and they too have disappeared.
Do you want to play a round of Gwent? I mean, where did you send them?
Now, don't ask me where they went. You'll go after them. And what if ill luck should befall you too? This search is a curse on all of us. Some things are not meant to be found. I know that now.
But the discovery of the urn would bring hope to so many.
So be it. All he said before he left was that he would be staying at an inn near Lake Calenhard, investigating something in that area.
What exactly was he investigating?
I don't know. All I discovered from going through his research was that he was staying at the inn.
But you just said he spoke to you and told you that.
Yes, of course he told me, but I also went through his things to see if I could find other clues to his whereabouts.
You sound nervous. Hiding something?
That's not true. I told you everything I know. Brother Genetivi told me about the inn, and that's all.
Us? Who's us?
Us? I mean me. There is no us. Bah! Why do I keep up this charade? I gave you a chance to turn aside and forget you ever heard of Genetivi and the urn, but you persisted. Now it has come to this. Andraste, forgive me, I do this in your name.
What the? Knock him down! Yeah, you're not casting no spell. Raise him! Okay, slice him. Oh! What was your plan, buddy? I am DansGaming. Like, you're trying to cast a spell in front of like that? Like, I'm not gonna interrupt you? You think I'm a noob? What the hell? Something's not right with his head. Alright, let's see. Earn of Sacred Ratchets. Brother TV, the scholar is trying to track down Darcy's final rest place the gun missing. Assistant Wayland told me they set out to follow lead on the urn, or in further questioning, the man who called himself Wayland became defensive and attacked you. He is now dead. DansGaming the first. The first of my name. Chantry hierarchy.
As you say.
The body of the real Waylon. Wait, what? Are They're shapeshifters? Oh, shit.
Yes, of course.
Steel symbol of Andraste. Jenna TV's research. Amidst ramblings about local legends and ancient trade routes, one passage stands out. The village of Haven is in the Frostback seems a good place to start. Pity it's not on any maps. Well, it looks to me like there may be changelings in here. So the Dominion. Thank you for subbing on Twitch Prime, Perska. What's going to be your first sub emote, mister? And Rutal, we're 73 months. Pringley, Purple Pyrex, Nankum, Darkhold, the Lightbringer. Thank you for the subs, guys.
It shall be done.
So now we have a location to go to for... Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. Woo! That scared me. That made me terrified.
Do you think they sell silk ribbons in that store?
Let's go ahead and make a backup save.
My boots for the longest
Oh, the game
time.
has been online for a couple hours. I need to restart it. The game, Dragon Age Origins has a memory leak. I forgot about that picture. So if it starts to run slow for you after a couple hours, restart the game. Close it out completely and restart it. It's a memory leak.
Do you think they sell silk ribbons in that store?
Oh yeah, let's do the respec mod too. You didn't have this bug? You should have, because it's in every copy of the game on PC. Okay, let's see. Does this work properly with the DLC and stuff? Yeah, so if you're playing the game and you notice that looting, like there's a little hang up on the loot when you're looting, it takes like an extra second to loot. That at the end of conversations there's like a little hang, slight, then that's the memory leak that is in the game by default with just vanilla. Okay, let's see. So download the game. So someone said download the mod, change the extension from zip to zip. Bin ship folder, DA updater. Boop. Okay. Okay, let's see if that works now. Mods, Dazip. Mod manager. Install. Boop. And then boom. More bugs. We're just installing the respec mod so that way we can respec. Leanna to fix her. She's got a little bit of weirdness.
Do you think they sell silk ribbons in that store? I've been meaning to spruce up my boots for the longest time.
Girl, no. Just no. Respecking just something that should have been in the game from the first place. I don't know why it wasn't. No, respecking allows you to use characters you would never normally use, which is awesome. Because if you run certain specs, you'll never use certain characters, so you're forced to never use them in your parties. But if you have the respec mod, then you cannot travel this time. What? Oh, there we go.
I think I owe you an explanation for what happened earlier.
Yes, you had me quite worried.
You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. Remember my apprentice, Petra? She encountered a demon in the tower. It would have killed her had I not intervened. I saved her life that day, but I did not survive that encounter with the demon.
But you're standing right here.
Let me explain fully. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child, eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor.
So you were never really completely dead then?
The Fade contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me, even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time.
No. No. Then we will make this the best of that time.
Yes, that we will.
Aww, when?
What's on your mind?
Why did the spirit choose to help you?
I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there.
What about demons?
I could sense the demons, too, and their presence frightened me. It was the kindly spirits of the Fade that took the fear from me. I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
Are you sure it wasn't evil?
It did not feel evil. I never feared it. In fact, it infused me with soft, strange warmth I never felt before. Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word.
You mean it protected you?
There were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
So the Spirit of Faith is your personal protector?
I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me.
Fighting Darkspawn?
I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden, and help prepare him for the task that is yet before him. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger wagging.
I'll hold you to that promise.
You know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help.
Ah, there's the raven.